spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Owls will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now on 3rd down after that run. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
On the play.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Running back goes in motion. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On the option. He'll toss it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
Touchdown.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14. Florida Atlantic, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets it out fast. Turns it on at midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Swings it out to his running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And stampeding through the defense. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. And Navy will go back on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. And the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Owls!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Let's see what they've got on second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now on the option. Now the toss. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The back goes in motion. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Leaves it with the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To throw, it's Bailey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Navy offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers later.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
He's brought down near the 45-yard line. Second down coming up.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
He'll pull it on the read. On the move at the 30. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Running with power. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the pitch. He locked up and held on to bring him down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Goes to the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Gain 2. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Owls will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback throw you for a whole length of the game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. The option look. He'll toss it. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll do it himself. Ball is free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Give to the running back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast.
Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The give to the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Florida Atlantic races to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Demania. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Holding, open.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Golden. Going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A huge play is coming back because of the penalty. Of course, the defense says you wouldn't have got the huge play without committing the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Power football with the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
Brings up second down.
To the ground with the back. Quick step and go. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Owls. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Navy will go back on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Golden. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being...
Oh, there's the ball! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He wants a big play here late. Brings it in down the left side. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He's going to pass. Caught on the outside, it's Demania. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And here comes the Navy offense. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball, being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Makes it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.